Do you have any specific advice for people on networking online versus networking in person? I know that both seem to be getting a lot of emphasis these days for job seekers and for working professionals alike.
Yeah, that's a really great point. Well, the first thing I would say is that you want to employ both methods. So it's not either or, it's both. And the other thing that I would say is that when you're networking online, it's very easy to have a conversation with people that you may not normally bump into in your everyday life. So take advantage of that fact that you can start conversations with people who could be part of the career change you want to make, part of the area that you want to explore more of. And being online affords you that access. Now, what do I mean by that? Twitter is a great place for finding people in very particular subject areas. And the reason for that is because Twitter is searchable. What people tweet about, what they put in their Twitter feed, those are all keywords that are searchable. So it's very easy to start following someone who is in a particular discipline that you're interested in. When you follow someone, the protocol is for someone to kind of check you out, and then if they like what they see, they can follow you back. And that begins the process of starting a conversation. So online affords you a lot more access to people than you would think of having in person or over the phone. Also, online is a way to not only get access to new people, but it's a way to get to know people better than what you might be able to get in person. And what do I mean by that? If someone is active on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, they're trying to add value. They're trying to create something thriving in their own network, and you're seeing more of them. Sometimes when you're trying to get someone on the phone, they're focused on whatever they've got going on, and it's not so easy to get time with someone. But you could actually read someone's Twitter feed. You could actually see someone's LinkedIn status and know what's going on about them, know more about their interests in a way that isn't intrusive and is a heck of a lot easier than trying to get someone on the phone.
Excellent, excellent. This seems like a lot of time. And I get a lot of job seekers who will say, well, I can't wait to find a job because then I can stop doing all this networking stuff. What do you say to that?
Well, like anything, networking is something that if you work on consistently, you'll see the rewards of it. But it's the consistency piece that's important. Now, consistency doesn't necessarily have to mean a lot of time. Especially if you're talking about online, consistency could be 10 minutes a day on Twitter or 15 minutes a day on LinkedIn. It's more important to show up on a regular basis in small chunks of time than it is to spend a lot of time in an in-depth discussion on a Saturday morning. So I think of it as time shifting as opposed to time adding. Now, one of the things that if you have not taken the time or create a routine to stay connected with people, then it will feel like a lot of time. But if you're already, arranging for lunch, let's say once a month with someone, one less lunch a month means 2 more hours maybe, or an hour and a half that you can spread out over time online. It's a matter of choice as to what vehicles you use in terms of networking, but the key point that I want to make is it's about consistency. It's not about the amount of time, but the consistency over time.
Okay, great. Sounds like keeping in touch with friends and colleagues anyway.
Yes. And I can understand people get busy and they say, I don't have time for this. I've got to get something out the door in the next hour. That's fine, but we really aren't machines, so we need to take a break. And so the next time you think, well, I'll take a break, go on LinkedIn for a few minutes and check out what's happening with the rest of your network and make a couple of comments. So it's as easy as that.
Excellent. Well, Carol, we're just about out of time now, so I just wanted to ask you if you have any final thoughts before we close.
I would say that when you're thinking about networking, it's really about contribution to others. That sounds probably backwards because people usually think of networking as getting something from people. But oddly enough, the more you serve, the more you get. So if you become known in a community, either online or an in-person community in your local community, and you give just to give to serve others, you will become known. You will become known as a valuable resource, and that's when the magic happens in terms of opportunities coming to you. We would all love the opportunities to come to us rather than us having to seek it out. And that's how it happens, is you become known as a valuable resource by giving.
Excellent. Excellent. Sounds like creating a lot of goodwill and building your reputation at the same time. I guess what could be better than that?
That's right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Carol, thank you so much for being with me today. I look forward to posting this video in my next blog post, and I'll let you know when that happens.
Thanks so much for having me, Walter.
Okay, take care. Have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.